YouTube, what it do is your boy Stevo'sAudacity. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Leave a like, subscribe, you make it to the end. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. Y'all hear the title, Worst Job Experiences, Part 1. Experience. I could get into experiences, We worked quite a few. Okay. So I just thought I'd do a video on this. It gets pretty interesting. It's people I still talk to. They done said some stuff about it, particular. Now, I say this might be my worst. It might be somebody else's best. People differ. It ain't meant for everybody. I'm just going through because it ain't meant for me. If you end up working here, more power to you. I just know that wasn't for me. I stuck it out as long as I can, longer than I probably should have. But, we got to do what we do. We got to keep we got to stay in one lane until we can jump to the next, till we ready to jump into the next. That's how I move. I never move just off of just impulse. It got to be smart moves we make. So, okay. But anyway, so get into it. Let's start. How I even find out about it, right? Okay, so I had a friend, used to work there still work there. Worked there for years, right? Mentioned a job to me. I was working this other job. So it was at a warehouse. I had worked before that job, right? And I've had some jobs similar to this, but this was it's a different animal. That's how I'll put it. Yeah, this was different, right? It's kind of like anything you ever. I mean, there's jobs that are similar. It's maybe like one or two jobs maybe similar to this one, right? So he had mentioned long ago. He said, "Hey, I was telling him about, hey, I was sick of the other one. They work you like a slave. Y'all know how the warehouse jobs go. They work you like a slave, this and that. With the managers tripping, I'm getting right up every 5 minutes for breathing. Now it was times, okay, I came in late, okay, boom, boom. But I'm like, I'd be sitting there literally on time working and just get written up, just for being alive, not working fast enough. I'm like, oh, I ain't working fast enough. Okay. Yeah. It was a particular race predominantly at this warehouse, right? Now, like I said, I wanted to leave, right? But I needed something else before I left. Now, it got to a point, though, where eventually that didn't really happen. Well, I put it like this. I ended up, they had me written up so many times, I was on the verge of them, where they could fire me, right? They could fire me. Okay. But they kind of, it's like, when they throw little warnings, it's not really because you did something bad. It's kind of like to scare you so you can work harder. It's like an intimidation tactic they got going on there, because the actual warnings and write-ups and stuff don't really mean nothing. I think there was a point system. There was a point system, right? But it's for legit stuff. Like if you miss a day, call off, you walk out of work, reasonable stuff, right? Now, just sick of that environment, all the stuff going on, plus drama within the place. I tend to stay away from that. Some of it kind of did, come my way. I'll probably get into that in a different video. But I was doing, but I ended up leaving that job because I ended up doing landscaping for a little bit. And then one day I just kind of decided, hey, look, let me, because he told me about it. Let's say it was back in maybe last year, February. I didn't even start to I called him up, right? Maybe about the last week of August. Ended up I said, hey, bro, what I need to get in? You know, he said, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Did all them 3 in the same week. He ended up telling his manager, because he was cool with the manager, ended up telling his manager, ended up applying, got a call, got the interview, boom. Now, even with the interview, right, even that alone said a lot, because I came that interview dressed to the T, you know, button down, nice shirt, nice shoes. As soon as I walk, you know, tie, everything, just dressed like I'm ready for a funeral. I mean, like a prom, you know. So I quickly noticed, as soon as I walk in, though, the manager itself and the other assistant manager, both of them dressed in T-shirts and shorts. Way overdressed. But at the same time, though, it was a good thing because it kind of showed how much effort I would put it in, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is a good tip. Like, if you really want a job, you know, you better be safe to sorry to go full out for it. And as far as dressing up and, you know, positive attitude and all of that, right? The first thing he said to me, though, was like, man, you are overdressed. Man, no. He said, man, you really dressed up. And then he said, oh, this is about to be an unorthodox interview. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, nowhere to sit, right? Bunch of furniture in the place. So I ain't gonna give y'all the name, just describe the place, right? They sell furniture, appliances, you know, it's a rent to own, right? Some of y'all should catch that. As me as y'all said it, some of y'all should know the name as soon as I started describing. You know, like I said, furniture, fridges, computers, any type of electronics and appliances they sell in furniture. You know, so okay, so the store is full of furniture, full of brand new bags of furniture. There's only 2 people in the store, which is him and the other guy, right, that I just mentioned. So there's nowhere really for me to sit, and I was having an interview. So the interview was basically me walking through the store, and I basically got hired. I basically was already hired because I knew somebody, right? Now, in my opinion, this should be a fact, though. If you get hired into a job instantly, it's probably a red flag. It's probably a red flag. Just off a few reasons, right? Why are they hiring you so instantly? You're not that special. Maybe you do got a fire resume. But sometimes, 9 times out of 10, if you don't, you know what I mean? Mine was, you know, it was good. It was got a good resume, you know, but it was still like off the first interview. Like they didn't even get a chance to send me home and call me. Like I knew I was hired as soon as I walked out, right? But you know, I was happy. I was thinking, oh, you know, blah blah blah. You know how a new job feeling. You get a new job, boom boom. Okay. I realized immediately, right? First day starting, I was supposed to go through training and this and that, and meeting this guy. You know, it took a minute to meet the full staff because this one guy I was supposed to meet was out sick or something. It took him about a week to show up. It was waiting on him for about a week. I thought that was kind of weird. ended up meeting the guy that was supposed to train me, right? Older guy. You know, at first it was cool. It was cool, you know. So it's a delivery. You're supposed to get in the truck, deliver the appliances I was talking about earlier. Any one of the appliances that a customer wants, we deliver. You also take calls, you can do sales, stuff like that. You clean, all types of stuff they have you doing, right? And I'm trying to learn everything at this moment. So he's teaching me how to do these deliveries. I'm noticing this guy, not really teaching, right? Our first delivery, this guy we get to this person's house. He just said, hey, let's just throw it. Hey, we just gonna throw this in there. And hey, I like to just throw stuff in there and keep going. So we had a couch delivery, my first delivery, right? Now I watched this dude just manhandle this couch, right? Manhandle this couch. Throw it, slide it through the door, however he did it, right? I think he threw it on the... No, it was a fridge. It was a fridge. Took the fridge, threw it on the dolly, put it in the house, right? Simple stuff. I thought that was fine. Every furniture he did, he basically, okay, picked the furniture up, carry it to the house, put it through the door. You can get it through the door, boom, we done. I thought that was fine, right? So he was teaching me like that for a few days, and then also found out this guy was leaving. Turn the light. I don't know if y'all can see me. It's a little dark right now. Oh, I guess so I find out he leaving because he getting promoted. I'm like, okay. So he talking about, yeah, I'm about to go to this other store with this other chick. And we about to run this together, you know. And these folks, he was kind of talking trash about the people we work with at the store. Like, I don't even like these guys. Da, 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 da. You know, I was finding out the real when I stepped in the truck with him. You know, me, I'm about to go work with her, and it's about to be Chocolate City with her, and da, da, da. Nah, keep in mind, he was saying, yeah, okay. I don't speak too much on that one, right? Chocolate City, whatever. Okay. So he ended up leaving, right? I'm gonna just picture how crazy it is, right? You're a new person. You're a new person, right? The person that's training you is leaving. He left like maybe a few days, right? Our last delivery was when he told me, hey, look, this is my first sale. We bought I just said, right, how he does deliveries is just basic. There's no professional, there's no technical, there's no rules, there's no procedures. It's pick this shit up and throw it in the house. So last delivery I did with him was, hey, look, I need to get this furniture in her place. She's in an apartment. We gonna pick this couch up and throw this shit over the balcony. I'm looking like, what? Brand new I'm like, we about to throw what under the... Man, so I'm like, this fool's tripping. I said, who about to throw the... We ended up doing it. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to see how you gonna do this, because her balcony, right, way up here, truck way up here, right, the platform of the truck way out here, right. So I'm like, okay, we about to lift this couch straight up. Boom. So what he did was went in her place, hang over the balcony, and let me lift up the couch. I'm like, this is insane. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Me and the customer was looking like, as soon as he said, we about to throw us over back, and me and the customer was like, what? She had the same reaction. But she wanted her furniture, and he wanted that sale. Because the sale was what was going to help him get promoted to move out the store. So I ended up just kind of, I guess the couch was big enough to lean against the balcony. All I had to do was just pick it up a little more so he can pull the couch over his head. Anything could have happened with this delivery. I'm just glad it didn't. You know, and that's just the first few days of being there, right? I didn't do no training for it. I didn't even sit, you know, I don't know nothing about this place, and this is how we starting off. I'm like, oh, okay, this job really is unorthodox. So he ended up leaving, going to the store to work with the girl, the woman that was his partner, right? That was here. Apparently, she sat in the same spot I sat at. She was really good. They promoted her too, and moved her out to a different store. So it was like, so for my manager, it was like 2 workers that he was close to that he lost, right? And now he got a new one, which is me. But they got to teach me everything. You know, so now the next week, the manager ends up going sick. So it's like, dang, I'm the new guy. My trainer ended up moving. My manager ended up getting sick. Not only getting sick, catching COVID at this time. So he out for a couple weeks. So the rest of them 2 weeks, it was me and guess who? The assistant manager. You know, so. And I'm gonna leave it at that, right? I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, you got 2 people running a complete store. Basically 1, because like I said, I don't know nothing. I'm just a helping hand. But when you got a bunch of customers swarming and flooding the store, and you're the only person that actually know how to do stuff, and I ain't get a chance to train, that was insane. And we did that for 2 weeks, right? So I had about 4 straight weeks of just craziness. And and then the whole time you talking about this other guy that was supposed to come. And this guy never showed up. Never showed up. And then one day he just popped up at the job. He was complaining the whole time how this guy never showed up, right? I don't know. We don't know. They didn't know if he was sick, nothing. I guess he really didn't even have an excuse. He just didn't show up. So I'm like, how can you do that at an actual job? Just not show up for weeks and just come back to it, right? Maybe he had time. Maybe he had something with the manager. I still don't know. So, you know, but thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I'm gonna leave it right there. You know, that's the part 1. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.